What happens when a test meant to provoke jealousy turns into the catalyst for irreversible loss? The moment everything changed. Aaron Whitaker believed he knew his wife, Lila, better than anyone ever could. After 5 years of marriage marked by laughter, late-night talks, and sacrifices made in the name of love, he was confident their bond was solid. He could still recall the sparkle in her eyes the night he proposed beneath that string of lights in the vineyard. How her yes felt like the beginning of forever. But forever came under siege on an ordinary Tuesday evening. They were sitting at the kitchen table, a low murmur from the TV filling the background with sitcom laughter. Lila was spreading butter on a warm roll when she said it, casually, as if it were nothing more than commenting on the weather. "I'm going out Friday night with a coworker." Aaron blinked, waiting for her to elaborate. Some detail to neutralize the sting in her words. But she didn't offer any. No follow-up, no reassurance, just another bite of bread. His stomach turned. "Sorry, what?" he asked, his tone even, betraying none of the storm brewing beneath his skin. Lila finally looked up, and in that brief glance, something felt rehearsed, measured, like she had anticipated his confusion. "It's just dinner," she said with a breezy shrug. "It doesn't mean anything. I love you, Aaron. This doesn't change our marriage." But something had already shifted. Aaron studied her, trying to find even the slightest flicker of remorse or uncertainty. But she was calm, as though she truly believed that dinner with another man was something a married woman could casually drop into conversation without consequence. He didn't touch his food again. If Lila expected an argument, a possessive meltdown, she'd be disappointed. Aaron wasn't a man to show his cards. Not when it counted. He took a breath. Then, lifting his glass, he offered a quiet, "I see." Lila's fork paused. Just for a second. But Aaron caught it. That hesitation confirmed everything. She wasn't seeking his approval. She was testing him. She wanted to see how far she could push without breaking him. Aaron leaned back in his chair, feigning nonchalance. "Maybe I should grab dinner with someone too," he said, tone light, a faint smile ghosting his lips. "There's this woman at the gym I've talked to a few times. Might be nice to see where that goes." The composure Lila had worn like armor cracked. Her fingers trembled slightly as she adjusted her napkin. "You met someone?" she asked, trying to sound unfazed. But her voice betrayed her. Aaron shrugged. "We talk. She's easy to be around. Maybe I'll take her out. Just to try something different." All the color drained from Lila's face. The power dynamic in the room shifted instantly. Her earlier confidence began to erode beneath the weight of her own choices. Her dinner lay forgotten. "Is that a problem?" Aaron asked, smooth as silk. "No," Lila replied quickly, too quickly. "Just unexpected." Aaron folded his arms, fixing her with a measured gaze. "Funny," he replied. "I could say the same thing about you." She tried to deflect, to smile, but there was nothing left in her expression but panic poorly disguised as indifference. "So, who is she?" she asked, more clipped than curious. Aaron didn't blink. "Does it matter? If it doesn't change anything between us, why would you need details?" Lila laughed nervously. "Right. Of course." But she was unraveling. And Aaron knew it. The days that followed were drenched in a cold, brittle silence. Aaron played his part perfectly. Same routine, same calm voice, same husband. But something unspoken had been severed. At first, Lila thought it was a phase, a performance to make her feel guilty. But as time passed, it became painfully clear. He wasn't acting. He was detaching. She noticed it one morning, Wednesday. Aaron stood in front of the mirror, adjusting his shirt collar with unusual precision. He ran his hand through his hair twice, checked his phone. Smile. That smile shook her. Her heart started sinking. Was someone else really in the picture? That evening she tried to bring it up. "You seem different lately. Happier." Aaron, still watching TV, responded with a calm, "Do I?" "Yeah. Like you've been busy. He turned toward her, his expression unreadable. I guess I've been making better use of my time. And that's when the dread truly began to grow inside her. On Friday morning, over breakfast, Aaron casually said, I'm going out tonight. Lila's hands froze mid-lift with her coffee. With who? She asked, despite already knowing. The woman from the gym. Her throat tightened. He had followed through. Not just talked. That night, while Aaron got ready, humming in the shower, wearing cologne she didn't recognize, slipping on a shirt she hadn't picked, Lila sat on the couch paralyzed. Her own plans with her coworker cancelled. She couldn't go through with them. And worse, Aaron didn't even ask about her plans. Didn't care. She waited for a message from him. A sign he'd changed his mind. Nothing came. He returned after 3 a.m. How was it? She asked softly, eyes wide with hope and dread. Aaron removed his jacket, draped it neatly over a chair, and met her gaze. It was good, he said. 3 words. That's all it took. She wanted to scream, to rewind time, take it all back. But he wasn't giving her space for apologies. The next morning, she found him drinking coffee, scrolling his phone as if nothing had happened. You got home late, she said. I did, he replied simply, not even looking up. Nash, she paused, correcting herself. Aaron, what are we doing? He looked at her for a long moment before answering. You tell me. You started this. Her eyes brimmed with tears. I didn't think you'd actually go through with it. Aaron chuckled quietly. That's the problem, Lila. You wanted to manipulate me into doubt. But what you really did was give me clarity. You tried to speak, to fix it. Aaron, I made a mistake. Please, we can fix this. I forgive you for seeing her. I don't need your forgiveness, he said, standing up. And I'm not asking for it. Then he walked out of the room. A few minutes later, when Lila found the courage to enter the bedroom, she stopped cold. Divorce papers. She clutched the doorframe to steady herself as she watched Aaron unzip a suitcase. This can't be happening, she whispered. Please, Aaron, we can forget all this. You forget your date, I forget what I said. Let's just go back. He turned to face her, steady, emotionless. I'm not afraid of losing you, Lila. I'm afraid I almost lost myself trying to hold on to someone who was already letting go. And with that, he picked up his suitcase, grabbed his keys, and walked out. The sound of the door clicking shut was final. And Lila was left in the silence, the very silence she had created, realizing that the game she started had cost her the only man who ever truly loved her.